Twisted Younginz.
Man, we hope you all having a good day with all this stuff going on in the world still, man. You know, like Des said, traveling through space and stuff still happening.
If you're watching this, I guess you're still part of the resistance. Head towards Kansas.
Headed towards camp.
You know what? I wonder what is it about Kansas or the Midwest?
Do you know we spoke on this? The Kansas thing?
Yeah, I told you it's a TV show about it.
Yeah. I mean, it was on the zombie
Netflix.
thing. The CDC was saying, like, I think maybe
they said go to Kansas.
Yeah, one of them. I think it was either that or it was like if a nuclear bomb or something like that, Kansas will be the safest place.
Yes.
It was one of them.
So what do you all think it is? Do you think it's like the less frequency there, or magnetic traction, or like what is it?
I don't think they have the silos there, the little bomb silos there, because maybe all the other countries know about where the bomb silos are located in America, and they probably feel like that that Kansas don't have one. But I don't know. That's just a theory. Now I think maybe it was for the zombies or the nuclear, but I know Kansas is supposed to be safe.
Interesting. Yeah. I would like to know more about why it's like safe.
I'm heading to Kansas.
They actually just had a tornado out there in Kansas.
Yeah, I know.
Man. So first of all, the Democrats, they're trying to get cool points now. They're saying that they are considering wiping out at least $10,000 in like student loans per account, basically. And but this excludes high earners and those who study professional degrees such as law and medicine from student relief.
Yeah, they don't need it.
High earners could be excluded from qualifying for student loan relief. Relief for loans that were taken out for medicine and law degrees could also be excluded, the paper reported. Initially, they wanted to exclude $50,000 each from students' debt, but I'm pretty sure they were like, well, no, that's too much. We can do $10,000, but not $50,000.
Well, $50,000 would clear debt for most people who have student loans. It's like $30,000 and under. So if they were to clear $50,000, they basically clear about, I'd assure you, is at least 60% of the people who have student loans. If they cleared 50%.
And so they didn't want that, huh?
No. Especially if you're talking about the people that ain't in charge, like the people that ain't making money, like the people that's under 100,000. You don't want to let 60% of the people under 100,000 just go scot-free and get out here credit straight.
Facts. So Mojo, let me ask you this, because you and I, we do have student loans.
Yeah.
Would this be something that, would you vote for Biden if he were to do this?
No.
Now,
ain't nothing he can do to make me vote for him, to be honest with you. But this definitely wouldn't be one. 10,000 is fine and it's cute, but I'm cool. I got far more other things that we can address before we get to this 10,000.
For sure.
Like the billions that you sending overseas, and you worry about this little 380 some billion that's gonna cost you to free this 10,000. And I did say a little 380 some billion. And for anyone that thinks that's a lot, we took out 2 billion just for the stimulus package. So 2 trillion, I'm sorry, for the stimulus package. So yeah.
But Mojo, you remember when he said, if I get elected, I want to eliminate student loans. No student loans debt. Remember he said that?
Yeah, I knew he was lying. I knew he was capping.
And this would get some people to vote, because I'm honestly, most of the time, guys, when you all vote for somebody, you want to get something out the deal. Now, lately we've been voting and we haven't gotten nothing out the deal. But for some people, they feel like
we've always
I may get at least something out the deal if I vote now. This is
nothing.
We've always voted and got nothing.
More debt. That's what we gave you.
Yeah.
So we can. I mean, that's on that.
And, I got something to give you.
And not for you. So
I'm struggling right now, man. I'm trying to find this show. So the Kansas thing y'all was talking about.
I need that show so I can watch it.
There was a television show. I can't think of the name of it. It came out on Netflix. It didn't come out on Netflix. It was already out, but Netflix picked it up. So it's a TV show where the government basically had a nuclear war and everything like that, and they sent this soldier, or one of the CIA agents, they basically sent him to Kansas to rebuild a nation, because he knew what was going to happen. And after it happened, it was his job to raise up Kansas. Then there was another part of Colorado where they had someone stationed in New York, basically in like four sections of the United States.
Oh,
and
New York gonna get towed up.
And everywhere was getting towed up.
Yeah, I'm just
Chicago,
saying
like everything got nuked.
Chicago for sure.
Everything got nuked.
Yeah, those big cities tow up, over with.
Well, the funny thing is that none of it actually happened. None of the cities actually got nuked. The people actually believed that they got nuked, but they didn't. So the media was pretty much say if you live in Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. Everything around you, they're saying on the news wise, it's over with. Philadelphia, boom, up in flames. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, boom, up in flames. You know what I'm saying? Iowa, boom, up in flames. What you gonna do in Chicago? You gonna get out of there. Like, we're not gonna go up in flames too. You gonna get out of there. Not knowing that ain't nothing happening in none of those cities. And by the time you actually get to Philadelphia, the rubble that you see come from people watching the news, seeing Chicago, boom, up in flames. Everything around them in Philadelphia is up in flames. So what did Philadelphia do? Revolt, riot, and get out of there. See what I'm saying? It was a big finesse.
So it was just the revolt that caused the problem. And
the
fear they instilled, which caused the revolt.
They instilled the fear to start the revolt and everything like that. Basically, they wanted all the American citizens to actually believe that we were nuked and everything like that, so they could restart the government and restart the Constitution and everything like that. This is the only way for them to rebuild the Constitution or destroy the nation, so they can rebuild. That's why they had secret agents stuck in specific cities and stuff like that. Kansas being the main city that the show is structured around. There's a lot of stuff, man. I ain't paying no attention, but after I watched it and I dug deeper into it, I was like, whoa. And then we sitting here talking about it. Absolutely.
It's on this website. It says the U.S. cities that are the lowest priority targets for a nuclear attack.
Yeah,
you got Kansas on there. You also got Eastern Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan, and Nebraska.
Now that's a little different to me because I keep telling people all the time, like, when we say Kansas what?
Just Kansas, the whole state. Like these are naming states.
Yeah. Because I had somebody, I seen someone online and they was talking about, Kansas City, they ain't gonna get hit.
Well, that's a city. That's Missouri.
Shut your dumb self up, man. Listen. The entire Midwest. Listen, I feel like I know the entire Midwest is a target. Okay, especially Chicago, St. Louis. I know people think St. Louis is a little city. You're a big target because right next to St. Louis, you have the Scott Air Force Base.
Especially, we still got windmills out here in the Midwest and all that way. We still got a lot of.
You got Boeing, which make the plane.
I was just going to say, you have the largest Air Force Base right next to the largest manufacturer of the jet aircrafts that we use. So if you think, thank you. If I could wipe both of them out, I ain't got no trouble. I ain't got to worry about the beef we got over here. What you gonna do? You can't build. This your largest manufacturer. This your largest base right here. I just knocked out half your fleet.
Yeah, start taking out some of them water towers, whatever them water things.
Talk about it. Like Myron.
You ain't got no water. It's over with.
The windmills and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stuff it can get deep quick, man. It can get deep real quick. I don't know, man. That's a lot.
That's interesting. No, I'm gonna pay more attention to shows like with stuff like that in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna find it, man. I'll find it for y'all.
And this is off topic. This wasn't even on the list, but I heard something. I actually was just trying to look it up, saying that like crude oil is like a living organism, meaning that's why it's a natural resource, kind of like why it can never run out, because it's living. It's always going to reproduce on its own. And in my head, without me doing any research, I'm like, man, it kind of makes sense. So you can never like run out of oil. You can't run out of anything that's actually a natural resource because it's like a living organism. I don't know, but that's just something.
What you say, Cap?
No, I didn't say cap, because if you think about it, then how does the oil, where is it coming from?
Coming out the ground.
Right. And why is it never drying up?
Some places used to have oil, but they don't have oil.
Oh, yeah. It dries up. It definitely dries up.
It takes a while.
It takes a while, but it definitely dries up. That's the reason
why they say how many, how big your.
So you don't think it a possibility for it to come from well, we can get off the subject.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Possibility for it to come from what?
A living organism. Like a plant is a living organism. A plant is an organism. So it's not too hard to believe that crude oil can't be an organism.
Don't they call it like fossil fuels?
Yeah. So like, why?
I'm not saying I don't believe it's not. I'm just asking. I don't know. I mean, I believe it can.
Yeah, it can run out. I believe it can run out for sure.
No, it can run out. That's why I said it's run out in certain places. In the United States, we have a 30 or 20 year supply of oil, and count Alaska and all of that. If we had to rely on our own oil supply, we'd only last for like 20 years or 10 years or something like that. That's how much we have as a nation, as a whole. We can hold ourselves over for that long. That's not because the oil's not, disappearing. It's because we only got enough to hold us over for that long. After that, we've sucked all the oil dry. You know what I'm saying? So it disappears, no doubt about it. But I'm with you. It can be a living organism too, though. It's possible.
Kind of like what water is. Water is living organism.
Yeah. You put water under a microscope, you'll be surprised at what you see.
Which
sing to it, it'll crystallize. I love you, water. Speak nice to it.
Yeah.
God bless you, water.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I said put it under a microscope.
You gonna talk sweet to me? So crystallize.
That's what I said. You put it under a microscope, you'd be surprised, man. Yeah.
So President Biden ask for an additional. Remember, we reported on this last week or the week before last. And remember, he had asked for more billions of dollars, but now he's asking for more and more billions of dollars. Biden asked Congress for $33 billion to support Ukraine through September. President Joe Biden has formally asked Congress for $33 billion to fund both humanitarian and military aid to Ukraine through September of this year. He says, it is not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly, Biden said Thursday. Biden also sent Congress a proposal to change current laws to make it a crime to possess proceeds directly obtained from corrupt dealings with the Russian government. This change is key to giving U.S. officials the legal basis to sell the seized assets of sanctioned Russian oligarchs. And there you have it.
So we stealing from him.
So basically, he needs some more.
The money they had in the bank and all they boats and houses and stuff, we've taken all of it. Basically, is what he's saying. Of the Russian oligarchs, if they had some houses over here, some boats, stuff like that, that's taking everything. And it's crazy that he can just send. He's trying to send $33 billion overseas.
That's a nice
when you never gave the ghettos nothing. These abandoned buildings. If he would have invested, say if he would have sent $30 billion into the Black community that's built, we're not going to give nothing to you guys, but we're going to act like the ghettos is a part of America, not no third world country. We're going to actually have some good buildings. We're going to make sure you have some restaurants there. We're going to invest money into it to get it started.
That's what Mojo and I talked about the week before.
Yeah,
the same.
That's crazy.
Thing.
But now it's $30 billion. You could give us $1 billion or something. Build something.
They're not gonna put $30 billion in projects and into the ghettos. So go ahead and we can have that conversation, but they ain't doing
But we can fund the war though. We can fund somebody kill it.
Well, Tupac said, "I bet you got money for wolves, but can't feed the poor." So, they ain't gonna do that.
You can buy a couple of cribs for the homeless people. I see them all the time.
Well, homelessness. The state of the
and how you
the state money? Of the African American Negro in America, along with homeless people and everything.
Ain't we 30 trillion in debt? Ooh, ain't America 30 trillion in debt?
30 trillion.
30 trillion in debt.
No, how much did you say they was just sitting over there?
30 billion, 33 billion.
So 30 trillion and 33 billion in debt.
I ain't never got no money from a man that's in the pockets in the negative.
They gave us, they gave us stimulus checks and everything.
Right, but why is the money? If we in the if you in the negative, if your bank account in the negative,
if I ain't got no money, how would you something?
Where the money coming from?
Well, because you're in debt, don't mean you broke. Yeah, technically, everyone on student loans is in debt. They're not broke,
and that's why our inflation is so high. It's not. It's because
they print money. They just print.
You get a car. You get a car.
In there working.
You get a car. You get a car. You get you the 5 cars. You know what?
Well, they ain't giving nobody no. Well, they ain't giving us.
And you know what? And back to the student loan stuff. They say, hey. Mojo, they got. Was I supposed to say this? Mojo, they got on us last week when we were talking about student loans, student debt, talking about, you need to work being lazy. Nobody should have to fund your education.
Yeah.
But why do they fund these banks and airports when they need to get bonded out and they give them $50 billion so they can stay afloat the pandemic? Whoa. So you mean tell me the student loans, we can't get nothing to keep us afloat during the pandemic?
No.
But you can bail out the airports, you can bail out the banks and these restaurants and give them a helping aid.
Well, I don't know no restaurants getting bailed out with billions. Well, McDonald's and fast food and stuff like that don't count because those all have.
It was some restaurants on the list though.
No.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know if they got billions of dollars.
No. We know they bailed them out. But when we're talking about what we're talking about, like you talking about the airlines and whatnot, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. They ain't see none of that. And the reason why
they did. Airlines got bailed out.
I ain't talking about the airlines. I'm talking about the restaurants. I'm saying
they
didn't see that kind of money.
I exaggerated a bit, but now let me go back.
No. You're right.
I got millions.
I know an airline that bailed out and got what was it? It was half a billion. It was 200 airlines.
I mean, but they are like the lifeblood on top of the truckers of the nation.
So you know, like I said, I was just saying they have contracts with the government. Most of the companies that get bailed out, they bail out companies that work with them. Like they bail out GM or something like that. GM has a contract.
Because I got to put my equipment on your plane.
If I have to bail out Tesla, they have a contract together. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it makes sense why they bail out some of the companies. And everybody got a piece of the money, though. That's for sure. Right. She's right. Everybody got a dip in their hand and whatnot, except for certain people. But, you know, I keep telling you, the people who don't get their hands in this is for a reason.
Now, I'm not saying it's not for a worthy cause, you know, sending money over there, you know, to help the Ukrainians protect their land. All I'm saying is if they had the money to do this now, they could have did some stuff then. That's all I'm saying. You know.
Yeah,
that's fact.
Could have been helped us out, you know, before we, you know. On to the next. So we have Oklahoma lawmakers gave final approval to a bill modeled after the controversial Texas abortion law, which allows private citizens to take civil action against abortion providers to enforce the law. The Oklahoma Heartbeat Act, it's a Senate bill, would prohibit abortions at the time when a physician can detect early cardiac activity in an embryo or fetus, which can be as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy. Before many women even know that they are pregnant, the measure provides, let me go back. So which can be early as 6 weeks into pregnancy before many women even know they're pregnant. So basically, when a woman is 6 weeks, sometimes she doesn't even know that she's pregnant yet. So maybe a couple weeks after that.
Yeah.
The measure provides exceptions for medical emergencies. The Senate later also passed something similar, allowing private citizens to bring. I already said that. Bringing this report. So, basically, it's looking like several states are starting to crack down on this whole abortion thing. I don't want to say it's a thing, but this whole abortion situation. And that's an update on that. A couple other cities are trying to put laws in effect to cut back on abortion.
As they should. You know, I like when Texas first came out with their abortion law and a lot of people had stipulations and they felt some kind of way because of the time limit. Like you said, 6 weeks, most women don't even know, you know what I'm saying? They don't even have that period by then and stuff like that. Me personally, coming from a male perspective, I really don't care. I ain't gonna lie to you. The point of getting an abortion is because if you've either been raped or something like that, if you're just having casual sex and you end up pregnant, oh well, have the baby.
It's out here fornicating, just
had a baby. They ain't with
abortion. You got that thug that ain't gonna be there.
Abortions ain't for one night stands, and abortions ain't for when you was feeling it. And abortions
got
ain't
that gangster that's selling that weed. He offer you a free bag.
Yeah,
and you know he ain't gonna be there when you get
abortions, fellas. Abortions ain't for that night where you had a horny but thorny night and you just went out and smashed. It ain't for that. No. So I was cool with the 6 weeks. If they were to say you got 4 weeks, I wouldn't even be mad at that.
Got a little Dre dog coming through.
You know, if you've been raped, you know you've been raped within 4 weeks. So you should be hitting the hospital to see if you're pregnant within 4 weeks. I can understand traumatization, and that's why they said they'll make an exception on some of them. But as far as the time limit and everything like that, I was cool with.
It's not good to murder your kids. I'm not. It's murder your baby. It's not good.
No,
you can't kill nobody.
So, just responding to what Mojo had said, no, you can't tell. You do have to wait a certain amount of time after, to see if you are pregnant. So you're not going to be able to know if you're pregnant within like a couple days. No.
I'm with you on that. What I'm saying is you don't need 6 weeks to figure out if you're pregnant or not.
Thou shall not kill.
But then again, I don't know because I'm not.
No,
a woman.
I mean I heard what you're saying.
No,
I'm
saying I don't know. I'm asking. I ain't saying. I'm asking.
I know for sure you can tell in a couple days. Like after you have unprotected sex or whatever.
Yeah, you can. If he let loose in you,
and I would tell in 2 days if you pregnant.
You know if he let loose, did he go raw?
You need at least a couple days.
No, raw.
Yeah, I'm with Dez on this. I understand what you're saying. And when he started jiggling, the body feels.
Come on now, when he get to,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. As far as the body itself.
Oh, I'm done now. No, wait a minute. You ain't had no condom on the whole time, so you don't know now.
No. I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're saying if you know you had unprotected sex, you know you're going to be pregnant.
Well, listen, that's all I'm saying. Listen, you're a woman. You're a woman. Don't women know when men come in them? You would know that, right? You would feel that, right?
I've never had a guy. No, I don't know how to.
Okay. I'm not saying you have. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I would imagine.
You would imagine women can detect this, right?
Feel like water or something.
That's what I'm just saying. You can. I'm just saying.
It's not even about the fit. It's about what the man doing. When he's done. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I went raw and I'm done now. So
if a guy finishes inside of you, you know, okay, it's 90% chance that I'm going to be pregnant.
Okay, that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
it. If you know you had unprotected sex and you know this man came in you don't need to wait 6 weeks to figure out if you're pregnant or not. 9 times out of chances are high. Right now, you need to be at that abortion clinic ASAP trying to figure out what's going on.
No, you don't need to be going.
What I'm saying,
humping raw.
No. I'm with you on that. I'm just saying, if that's the road you want to take down, you better get down there fast because most of these states are putting 6 week notice.
Put a condom on them fast. Is what you need to do.
Yeah, Joe said a 6 week notice,
and that's a fact.
I don't believe in it.
Saying they put the 6 week notice on it.
That's a fact. 6 weeks notice. You got 6 weeks to get in here and get the job done, or we're gonna do it for you.
Out here fun.
Have it. Yeah, out
married.
That's why I say having casual sex and everything like that, or getting horny one night and going out doing what you do, and then wanting to have an abortion in the next few weeks. Nah, I had that baby.
You nasty enough? Don't do it. Go all the way.
You text him some freaky things and told him what you would do to that raw piece of meat. And he texted you and told you what he was gonna do with that raw piece of meat. You let it happen.
It feels good.
Y'all let it.
It feels good.
Y'all let it happen.
Go ahead,
deal with the consequences.
Yeah, go on, keep it.
Yeah. But if you've been raped or anything like that, obviously you should be able to have an abortion. That's why they have the medical exception and stuff like that, as they should.
I disagree, but we're gonna.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you on that too. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I agree with abortion at all. What I'm saying is I can understand a woman who has been raped having time to come in and do that.
But that's only 1%.
I know. That's why I said it doesn't. That's why I said this rule when people get to flipping out. Oh my God, women don't know if they're pregnant with this 6 weeks. Well, they're not talking about you. No, do it. You're a casual sexer. No, you have the baby. That's what they basically saying. You have the baby.
Because I believe in some laws too, Mojo. They're saying that, certain situations, they're making exceptions. Like if you were raped, they'll make an exception for something like that.
That's what I said. I'm not for it, but, in those cases, I can understand.
Yeah.
But, what I mean, though, the backlash when it first came out. Well, oh, my God, women don't know if they're pregnant within 6 weeks. Who cares? Yeah. Stop having casual sex.
Yeah.
Period. You ain't part of the 1%. Like I said, the 6 weeks grace period is for the 1%. It ain't for, like I said, casual sexers. You out here just slanging that thing and leaving your legs open past the time of 12. Then you need to get what you deserve. When that store come visit you, be ready.
All right. So
be ready.
We got Elon Musk buys Twitter.
He on some baller stuff.
A lot of people, people, they're excited about this. You got people freaking out about this. They're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be a platform of misinformation now. Then you got people who's been banned. Like, yes, I'm welcome back to Twitter. Thank you for giving me my Twitter page back. I can now speak truth. I can have free speech now. And a lot of people are shaking in their boots over this. But I do want to give you all a rundown, because Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, right?
Yep.
So Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post. You have John Henry. He's from trading with JW Henry and Co. He owns the Boston Globe. You got Sheldon Eldenson off the Las Vegas Sandsworth. He owns Las Vegas Review Journal. You got Lauren Powell Jobs. She owns the Atlantic. You got Patrick Soon Shiong of biotechs and startups. He owns the Los Angeles Times. And you have Mark Benoff from the Salesforce.coms. He owns, guess what? The Times. So do you all see a trend here? Do you all see? So I'm not even going to go down that hole.
The media is being controlled.
So why make a fuss about Elon Musk owning Twitter? I mean, is it, does some elites not like this? Or what's the really big issue? I mean, because from what I can see, a lot of, people own media outlets. You know what I mean?
The question is who's upset with Elon buying Twitter?
A lot of people was upset about that.
But who? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are these people? Like, where do they stand?
Well, for one, you had a lot of politicians upset and a lot of regular people were upset, which I didn't understand. But they were just saying that, he's going to allow people to spread disinformation.
I'm saying people that dictate the pace, have any of them come out and spoken?
Dictate what pace?
Dictate the pace of the media. Or as all the people you mentioned that own these media companies.
So far, not that I know of. No, so far, not that I know of.
Yeah. The rest of them, they just hating. You finna let Trump run wild on Twitter. You finna let a lot of people run wild. And
Trump platform Truth was number one trending in the Google, in the Apple Store, I believe.
Yeah.
The Truth,
I'm more
it's a social media platform Truth, and Trump came out and said basically he wouldn't be interested in returning to Twitter.
He want to make money off of here.
Yeah. I mean, he's a businessman,
Yeah. He's a
I'm more interested in him getting rid of him clearing out the bots and us having to give up our government information assigned into Twitter, basically.
Yeah,
because that's gonna start a ripple effect of you having to give up your information assigned into Google, give up your information, number, give up your information for YouTube, give it up for Facebook. If you haven't already given it up, give it up for Facebook, YouTube.
So now when
Instagram,
you say stupid
TikTok,
stuff, we know
so
exactly
forth
where
and so
you're
forth. Yeah. So when you, like you said, like right now, this video we're talking about, when they want to say who the heck was talking about abortions, all they got to do is go back to this video and see us talking about it.
And our tag will be on there too.
Our tag is on
Social security numbers.
Once they see our name, once they run your name, like you said, social security numbers going to show up just like an IP.
Yeah.
I was just finna get to it. How'd you know? I want to get to that too. Now, what if they hack the information system and my social security number has been hijacked?
And they already have your location because the app's tracking.
That's what I'm saying. So they
not only got your name.
So now when people dig into, so for all my video game players, you know how it is when you in the chat room and you talking crazy to somebody, and next thing you know, that person start blurting out your address. What do? You jump out that party. You jump out that party because that person that hacked your IP and he know your IP address now. What do you do when he can hack your IP address? And now not only does your address show up, your social security show up, everything,
credit card numbers,
your passwords show up for your social
how much money you got, how much digital money you got.
So people saw yelling out your address.
Oh yeah, I've been in several parties where you know what I'm saying? Boy, you see me, boy, in the streets, I'll slap fire out you. Say, boy, you won't do nothing, boy, I pull up right now. Boy, you ain't know nothing, boy. You can talk all this stuff, you 3 states away. Boy, you stay in such and such and such. I'll be over there tomorrow. You don't hear from your dude, don't say nothing else. He jumped out that party. He know, he hacked this. He hacked it. He hacked him, and now he got your IP address. He know where you stay. He probably got your phone number.
Been running your mouth.
You think
somebody got killed behind?
I'm sure. No doubt
video
about
game
it.
talk.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just off what I just told you. That's how. Remember when the King Von situation was happening, where they was talking crazy to King Von on in the comments.
Yeah.
And then King Von sent dude a DM with his address saying, "Yo, ain't this you?" Yeah, you paid someone to hack that IP of that address. Whatever that account was that was tweeting at him in the comments, somebody hacked that account and found that IP of where he tweeted from and got that address. And King Von sent it to him like, "Yo, is this you?" And they was like, "Yo, chill. I was just playing. Chill out." But that's how it really is out here in these streets, whether you pay attention or not.
This is a different world now, boy.
Yeah, this is something for all the parents out there to be aware of when you hear your kids and they're screaming at them little kids in the video game. Hey, some of them little niggas will hack your bank account. Don't play with them. Get your stuff up out of here.
Man,
and people have to realize that everything is on digital media now. So yes, anything can be hacked. Anything can be hacked, man.
Anything, ain't nothing to say.
Speaking of the whole video game situation, I think there's some type of holdup on the whole Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard.
Yeah,
There's some type of holdup about that.
I heard Xbox was finna do a exploration as well.
Also, go ahead.
I heard, weren't they trying to get like people thinking that they want to do that for the metaverse? Like, that's why they're buying all the.
You know what? Let's pull it up. Because that was actually a top article because that deal didn't go through yet. So
I just think Modern Warfare in the metaverse, you up in there.
That may be kind of cool.
I just seen something like that.
Shooting around, you can shoot in the metaverse.
Virtual reality, basically. He's playing Call of Duty virtual reality. Here we go. Xbox and Bethesda announced a June 12th showcase. Now that's something to pay attention to because Bethesda own a lot of the game and that's coming out in the industry as well. And I think Call of Duty they was capping. I think they was capping.
About what?
The whole Xbox exclusive deal. I think they're capping.
What else you guys got? I do have the sports anchor.
What's up with that? Because I ain't never heard.
Okay, so sports anchor Sage Steele is suing her employer ESPN and its parent company.
Hold on, wait a minute. Sage Steele?
Yeah.
Is suing ESPN.
And its parent company, Walt Disney, after she alleged the company treated her unfairly for comments she made on a podcast interview last September. According to the Wall Street Journal, Steele alleges that the company breached her contract and violated her free speech rights. If you all remember, around some time last year, she came out and questioned the COVID-19 mandates and made comments about former President Barack Obama identifying as Black instead of biracial. She also said female sports journalists are partly to blame for athletes making inappropriate comments about them if they dress a specific way. Following the interview, she tested positive for COVID-19, causing her to go off air while recovering for her comments. Before the controversy, Steele was one of the lead anchors for ESPN's flagship show, SportsCenter. Since the interview, Street claims that she's been sidelined for prime assignments. She does, however, continue to anchor the noon SportsCenter broadcast. The suit also alleges that ESPN failed to stop bullying and harassment by Ms. Steele's colleagues, the Wall Street Journal report. In 2017, ESPN established a rule requiring employees to refrain from commenting on political matters without a tie to sports. Steele claims her case was selective enforcement of this rule.
In other words, be quiet. It came down with
to be honest with you, she does have a case and she doesn't. So to be honest with you, on the surface, yes, it was a violation of free speech and everything like that. However, she is under contract under ESPN and Disney, and ESPN and Disney has rules and stipulations in those contracts. What did you say in 2017? What did they say? No politics unless it's related to sports. What she spoke about did not relate to sports. If she spoke on politics, they had every right to punish her and send her home. And if they didn't send her packing and they just suspended her and demoted her, so she should feel lucky because they kick you out for it.
Well,
I've seen a lot of other people get kicked out for worse. Shannon Sharp, Chris Broussard, Chris Carter, Rob Parker. The list goes on and on.
Shannon Sharp, he brung up the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. That's
different. He's over at Fox. Two different.
Both of them are owned by Disney.
They're owned by Disney.
Yeah, but she was speaking on politics.
They're run separately.
Yeah. Okay.
No. You're right. Because Shannon them talk about politics too.
Yeah.
Fox Sports,
but he has a tie though. Usually,
Shannon Sharp, and Skip, they talk about way more real subjects than they do over at ESPN. That's a fact, and I'm with you. Even though they're both owned by Disney, they're run totally different. Because it seems like all the I'm not saying reject, but if you want to put it in those terms, all the people that were kicked off of ESPN or exiled go to Fox. It's not like Disney get rid of them. They just leave ESPN and go to Fox.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the drift because
Sage was nice.
Okay, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. I never listened to her as a journalist, but was she the kind who likes to tip the tipping point, like get real news, a real good sports journalist and not afraid to speak her mind? Did she kind of want to push the bar a little bit?
I don't even know her.
She was her own. She was her own person. Here she go right here. She was her own person.
Okay.
I like the commentary, to be honest with you. I'm kind of messed up about it.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know she said that crazy stuff either. Yeah, her right here.
She spoke her mind. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's why I said she used to speak her mind all the time. She wasn't one of those.
But if I have you in the contract,
that push the bar.
If I have you, okay, that's what I was asking.
No, that's why I said she wasn't one of them people where during the show they have to calm her down.
What's the other girl name? The other lady name?
Which one? You talking about Nikita?
Now the one that went on Breakfast Club. She was talking reckless too though.
Oh, you talking about
Brooks? What's her name?
You talking about from that work with Mike?
Yeah.
I know who
in
you
the
talking about.
six.
I know you talking about. She got her own show now.
Oh, she do.
Steph,
what's her name?
I know you talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta
so do you feel like she was a good journalist?
She stood for something. Yeah, I feel like she stood for something. Now, granted, she went down with the
she was capping.
She went too hard. Went too hard. Let me see.
Captain. She didn't go too hard.
Janelle? Is it something
Jamel Hill.
Jamel Hill? Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Jamel Hill.
Shouts out to her, but
I'm surprised she got a podcast.
Yeah.
And
is it under Charlamagne stuff? The black?
Yeah.
No, is it? I don't think it is, Mojo.
I hope so. Should be.
She over there.
She started her podcast, this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but
I don't think it. Well, we can double check because I don't even know. But no, she said she made a comment and that I didn't really agree with.
That's why I said I don't even. That was something she said. I don't understand how that comment got her banned from ESPN. Like it wasn't even nothing.
Oh, okay. I was speaking on something else, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because I thought we were talking about the same thing
about Jamel Hill.
Yeah.
Oh no,
she said a lot of stuff where I'll be like, what?
No, she just said something. So I'm like, bro, do you not see what's going on in the world? Like, you supposed to be in the politics, sports. Like you keep. It's like you help pushing the agenda too. It was some stuff like that I wasn't so happy about. But no,
and that's why when ESPN voted to get rid of her, I had my coin flip because it was a coin toss for me. Truthfully, because like you said, she has peddled that agenda even when she was working for ESPN. Michael Smith, when they kicked it, he was getting kicked off with or without Jamel Hill. They wasn't going to renew his contract. He used to try to take it there. They was going to get rid of him regardless.
But when you
Michael Smith, what
he got his own. He worked for MSNBC, I think, sports or something like that. He do the YouTube. He got a YouTube page called Brother from Another Mother.
Okay, shout out to him.
But
he didn't broke a couple
long story short, if you're in the contract, with Twisted Younginz and we tell you, hey, you can't speak on certain things, we don't want you talking about it, and then you start going off on another show talking about something that we don't want you to talk about, you're in the contract.
Oh, you bad?
Yeah, we gonna sideline you.
Oh, you bad, huh?
You can't control.
You bad, huh?
Speak your mind.
Will Leo Cohen tell Rich the Kid, I'll shelf you.
You got
shelf your butt. We tell you not to say something, you get up here talking great, we'll shelf.
This is not your world. You gotta understand, you are signing on to multi-billionaire companies. Do you think they want you pushing an agenda that they're paying you to promote agenda that they're not okay with or don't want you to speak on? No, you keep your mouth shut and you keep talking about dribbling the basketball or sports. That's what we're paying you to do.
Talk about dribbling the basketball
or the tennis ball. Or hockey. That's what we want you to do. We don't want you to bring your morals in of what you feel. This is not about your opinion on this. This is about, sports or whatever. So when you gotta watch what you sign. So
she signed with Spotify.
Okay, because I knew it wasn't with Charlamagne, but
hell yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah, she signed with Spotify. So
let's
shout
see
out to her.
What else we got?
I didn't know Prince and Meghan were signed to Meghan Markle will sign to Spotify as well.
Yeah. A lot of Spotify shows are tanking. The Obama show.
Yeah, they're trash.
Because you gotta understand, and that's what I was trying to tell you a while back, Desi. Just because a person has a big name, they do a podcast, does not mean I'm checking into you every single day to hear what you gotta say. You know what I mean?
How about this? When last time y'all heard about?
Just because you are influenced does not mean that
you got to be able to talk about situations.
T.I. quit podcasting because there wasn't no money, and he had a good podcast. How about that?
He quit his podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Less than what? 2 10.
That boy says after like 6 months, wasn't no money coming in.
Just talking to people. He ain't like.
He said this was work to him. This wasn't no fun. This was a job.
Yeah, he just wanted money.
Yeah, he wasn't making no money.
Yeah, people thought Michelle Obama and them, their podcast is going to be do good numbers. No, they're not talkers and podcasters. They can only talk about certain things too. Just because you have a name for yourself does not mean that you will be a good podcaster, have good talking points. Everyone is not good talkers. It's plenty of people that got good names, but do you think that you can sit down and listen to it for hours?
They really can't be truthful for real. I feel like a lot of them artists, they can't be 100% truthful on how they feel because they don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. Just like Michael Jordan when he was asked, "Yo, what do you got to say about Republicans or whatever?" He was like, "Republicans buy shoes too." So you can't really speak politically because you can lose a fan base.
I mean, truthfully, at the end of the day,
and they can put you on NBC and Fox, like Drake said, such and such about the conservatives. You can lose a whole,
I just feel like, I just feel like they don't have nothing to talk about. No way. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They don't got nothing to talk about.
I mean, they're human beings.
They've been capping for so long, and then when they've been capping, like especially politicians. Politicians cap so much in politics. Then when they sit down on this microphone and you get them in a podcast setting, and you can actually challenge them on half the stuff they capped about, they don't even remember. They don't even remember half the stuff they used to say in them speak. They don't remember. They don't remember.
Because you can bring up laws. So you actually voted on this.
You actually, do you remember when you signed it?
I put that ballot.
I didn't put that out there.
I was forced to do that.
It says you signed it into law.
I was forced to do that.
Hey, man, listen. There were things going on at the time that I can't speak about.
Apologize.
Yeah. And speaking on that, what happened to DJ Khaled in his podcast? I thought Wayne had a podcast.
Now Nicki Minaj had Queen Radio, but she had to stop doing. She stopped doing hers for a while.
I was just gonna say, I think Queen Radio was the only one that was successful. To be honest with you, if I have to put a finger on it, out of all the celebrity rap, artists that did it, now I don't know. I want to say movie and TVs, but musical artists, I think Queen Radio was the most successful.
Now, when you say musical artists, you mean not past musical artists, but like present musical artists? Because your boy, what's the boy on Drink Champs? He was a musical artist.
Nori?
Yeah.
They ain't doing bigger numbers than Queen Radio.
Sure.
Nori, sure. You know what? I'm going to keep it real, man. Nori rap was trash.
Yeah, Nori was trash.
No doubt. I'm gonna be honest, just for his music, like
no. And don't get me wrong, but Myra, you're right. Drink Champs is a large podcast. I will give
Joe
them,
Budden.
I gotta give them credit. Joe Budden, Drink Champs.
His raps was trash too, but
I ain't saying that.
Yeah, it was trash. Pump.
Can't you can't get it on.
A lot of these dudes in the industry, man, they just had some good connections. Like those two guys in New York, I think. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
listen, that was that.
A lot of these New York dudes, they just have the outlets right there. It's easier to make it out. Them dudes be straight trash. Like Mano.
Do your thing, mama. Do your thing.
Trash. Jim Jones.
We ain't gotta have that.
Trash.
Whoa. You can go too far now.
Jim Jones.
Man,
Jim Jones.
You gone too far, sir.
You have heard some of his.
Gone too far.
His verses.
I was with you. With you on all of that.
Trash.
You gone too far now. You gone too far.
Overall,
Mojo. Okay, no, he got to speak out. He got to why is you saying Jim Jones is trash?
Because I've heard his music. Like,
I'm saying
even when he was in a group with what's this guy? Dipset. Yeah.
He was trash.
The one that was cold though. Like I ain't gonna lie. Jewels was cold.
No doubt.
Like, that's when the face off.
Okay,
when the face off happened, them two dudes, Cameron and what's Jim Jones. They couldn't hold their own, man. That stuff was trash.
Okay, so listen, who better? Who had better raps, Cameron or Jim Jones?
Man, they were about even, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna stunt.
They about even.
Cameron had better swag, but Jim Jones had better bars. I ain't gonna stunt. Jim Jones had bars, bro. I can't stunt. Man, he has some songs, bro. Man. He has some songs. Jim did say some things.
It's a lot of New York dudes,
but Cam knew how to ride. Cam knew how to ride.
Benny the Butcher guy.
Oh, absolutely.
He's trash.
I'm done. I think that whole entire clique is trash. I ain't gonna say trash, but I think they're overrated.
Then it's another dude. I don't know his name. What's his name?
Griselda.
No.
That's the guy with the
Benny the
face
Butcher and
bit.
Machine, Conway the Machine or whatever.
I can't say. Did y'all hear Benny Butcher's new project that just came out?
I'm not calling it trash, but
I heard they
Myra. I didn't call them trash.
You
I just said
I like them as a people. Like for us watching the interviews, like
I think they're overhyped.
But music,
I'm saying you can't call it trash if you don't listen. Now, let's be reasonable here. Now you can't call a person trash if you haven't listened to their projects.
I've heard of
he
Benny.
just dropped the project.
I haven't heard his new one. I've heard of Benny project. I've heard of Conway the Machine project.
Benny just dropped one though.
I didn't know. I
haven't listened.
I'm saying
like if you're gonna be a journalist, be a journalist. Don't
I said I
trash.
The music capabilities that Benny the Butcher has, he should not be draped up in no diamonds. I've heard people on the street that can rap better than this. I've heard it's like his freestyles and his songs is not that. That it's only because you in New York, bro. You got the outlets. You real close to the all the big lights and all that. Them dudes be trash, bro.
I'm not.
It's only a little few that's really good. Like it's another dude. What's the dude with the dreads that I forgot his name.
I mean, I'm here to actually agree with Dez. I don't want to say they're trash, but I do believe a lot of New York rappers are overhyped.
Yes, they are.
That's why I told you, Myra. I'm not saying Griselda is trash. I just believe the way that they.
That's gonna be the title of this clip because we're gonna take this clip out the show.
Hey, listen, Benny,
New York,
Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, Eminem. Whoever signed you, all y'all are overhyped. But I do like your music and I like your movement and I support it, brother.
Yeah, them as people before is that rap.
It ain't for me. I'm
gonna keep it real, and that's just being real.
I ain't gonna stunt. Can I be honest with you? What throw me off about Benny more than anything? The reason why I could deal with Conway more than Benny. What throw me off about Benny is his beats. I just be hearing this rap like, man, what the hell is this?
And the style.
Nah, his beats. See, that's how I know you don't listen to him.
I do, man. I've listened to him.
For you to say what is this beats? I know for a fact you don't listen to Benny the Butcher.
I don't like his beats. Listen, the whole you know what? I tell you what, we'll save this for another time.
Wait a second.
Go ahead. They couldn't have. That's just fake.
All right, so we gonna go.
Okay,
man. But I think that's all on the list, guys. That's all we have for today.
Yeah.
Man, we thank you guys for tuning in.
Absolutely.
As you see, we love music and we love talking about what's going on in the world. So continue to watch us. We're coming with everything we have because, hey, we live in the last days and we all follow Jesus Christ. So
stay tuned.
Peace.
Stay tuned.